Welcome back to Validated Golf. Today we're doing a highly anticipated initial impression of the Amazon Basics golf balls, as you saw in the thumbnail. Not really sure what I was going to expect. I'm purely doing this for the channel. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say for the serious golfer that's trying to improve their game, I wouldn't even look twice at these, and I haven't even tested them. That's just, I assume they're going to be like a noodle or something like that. So that being said, we're going to look at them together. This is the box they came in. So it's literally the size of a golf ball 12-pack box. It is basic brown. It says right on it, Amazon Basics Core Soft Golf Balls, 12-pack in white. So this is going to be, as I say, a quick and dirty review, or initial impression rather. We're not going to review them yet. We're going to hit a few putts with them and just let you know what we feel about that, and then we'll do some encore stuff later. Just so you know what you're getting into. Obviously, bought these myself, no sponsor. I highly doubt Amazon is going to sponsor anybody. They may, and send out some promos to these big YouTubers, but, you know, $14, hard-earned blue-collar dollars right there. But anyway, you can get them on Prime in most places. I live here in Central Florida. They came rather quickly, like everything else on Prime around here. And yeah, this is how they were delivered. Whatever language all this is, it says it in all those languages. So hopefully that comes through clear there. Anyway, so once you open the lovely packaging, this is what you're presented with. 4 pure white sleeves of 3 balls each, and they are pure white, and they just say Amazon Basics on them, an Amazon Basic style. I'm guilty. I use their trash bags and stuff like that, and it's pretty basic. Amazon Basic trash bags, Amazon Basic golf balls. So that being said, this is what you get. I'll give you a little close up here, make sure it's focusing. You know, I don't really know what constitutes a premium looking golf ball because they're all shiny white. But anything with that logo on it, I just assume is not super fancy. But Amazon's great. I'm not discrediting them. This is a cash grab, obviously, and good for them. It's going to help a lot of people that, you know, don't want to buy expensive golf balls or just starting out and lose a lot of balls. But what we're going to do today is we're going to cut them open. We're going to cut them open. I'm going to probably, like I said, give you a few putts so you hear how it sounds off the putter compared to another ball. We'll compare it to a TP5 and a Maxfli Tour. And then I would compare it to the Nitro, but you know what? Doesn't matter. They're both hard as a rock. This is concrete in the shop in here. Ooh. I will say, the Amazon ball bounces significantly higher when dropped from the same height. So for whatever that's worth, I would say it's probably a lot harder of a ball. So as you see, there's a Nitro. So we're going to cut that open too. This is the TP5, standard TP5. We're going to cut that open. But what we're going to do is, like I said, I forget that there's that one funny video with that that news anchor. He's like, we're doing it live. Forget it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live for you guys. So let's see. We'll cut open the TP5 first. Everybody knows the TP5. So we got our handy dandy cutters here. So like I said, we're doing it live. Let it rip. A little grip strength here. Boom. All right. That's the TP5 cut open. I know you've seen these cut open. My Golf Spy's done it. A lot of people have done it, but we're going to do it for you also. So this is your TP5 cut open. So I'm going to give you a close-up so you can see it here good. All right, so there's your TP5. Everything looks pretty centered and nice for the most part. So that's your TP5. set that off to the side. Now we're gonna do the Nitro. So this is the Nitro. We'll switch hands, get a little double action here. So, boom. Cut in half. I've actually never cut open a Nitro. I've cut open a TP5, I've cut open Maxfli balls, Pro Vs, but I've never cut open, oh, for good reason. This is a Nitro, folks. So, kind of interesting inside. That must be from the tool there, but that's the inside of a Nitro ball. So there's the Nitro. All right, without further ado, let's do a big fat drum roll here for you guys. We are cutting open an Amazon Basics golf ball. Ooh, it sounds different. Hear it? I don't know if you can hear the grittiness going through it. That's interesting. All right, it's cut in half. We're about to see it together. Boom. There it is. It's a very smooth consistency in texture. Look at that. Pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. So, just so you see, this is the Amazon ball. Boom. Cut open right there for you. All right, so my initial impressions in looking at this is it's pretty centered for the most part. Sorry, I'm all up in the camera. I can't tell. I don't have a way to measure compression, but if I'm squeezing the two halves here, Nitro, Amazon, oh my God, they're so hard. Good God, that is crazy. Here's a TP5, significantly more feel, I would say, in compression. Now, not necessarily softer, just probably more responsive layers, because there's 5 layers. So we're going to hold a piece of each one up in the camera for you guys so you can see it here in my hand. All right. So TP5, Nitro, Amazon Basics. So I would say it's equivalent to a Nitro, if I do say so myself. Clearly the TP5 has significantly more engineering, money, R&D, all that stuff behind it. What's really interesting is how thin the outer cover of this golf ball is compared to the others. That's really interesting. I mean, if I found one of these balls, my buddy Matty, if you're watching, I usually call them river rocks, because you hit them off your driver, they just sound like you clacked a river rock right off that thing. And this is probably one of those balls that would sound like that. I haven't hit it off a driver yet. We're seeing these together for the first time right now. But God, that is crazy. I don't really know what it means, because I'm not an engineer or a golf ball tech, but check that out. Look how much fatter, or thicker rather, that outer cover is on the Nitro versus the Amazon ball. That's pretty interesting. So Amazon ball is here, and then we come here, and even the TP5 is a little thinner than the Amazon ball. So I got the Nitro here. Nitro, left hand. See, that's a significantly thicker cover, for what it's worth. All right, well, that's pretty interesting. I'm not too sure what to think about it, but what was really bizarre is how I was holding them up in the beginning of the video, and I would drop them, and the Amazon ball would bounce. I mean, it would be 6 to 10 inches difference, dropped from the same height on the exact same surface. So that's pretty wild, but yeah, we'll cut another one open. Why not? Who cares? cut one more open and see if this cover's just as thin. So, new Amazon ball, not cut. This is a number 2. Oh, they're all from the same box because I'm a genius like that. So anyway, cutting another Amazon ball live here. Doing it live. All right. Set the cutters down. Pretty much the exact same thing. I mean, I'd say there's consistency. So here's let me separate those so I don't get them crossed up. All right, so the first ball we cut is this one here. This is the first Amazon ball we cut. This is the second one. So I would say it's pretty consistent as far as all that goes. Huh, interesting. All right, well, we cut them open for you. Oh, there goes a piece of ball. We cut open a TP5. We cut open a Nitro. What a difference. So, I mean, I would say, I would guess the Amazon ball is much harder just because it bounced so much higher. So, maybe it's something to do with that thinner outer layer, that thinner cover. I kind of want to cut open a Maxfli Tour that I use. That's the ball that I play. I played it for a long time. And compare that just to see. Let's do that. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. So, Maxfli Tour. This is the new one. So this is the new Tour ball. And we're going to cut this open. I haven't cut one of these. I've only cut the old, like the first generation, and I loved it. But great ball. Only ball I've been playing. See, this has a significantly thinner outer layer than that Nitro as well. So I wonder if there's something to that. This ball feels like it's stout at first when you squeeze it. So I'm squeezing a half here. And then it kind of gives way once you break past that first. It's an interesting feel, but we'll compare that to the Amazon ball for you. So Maxfli Tour, Amazon Basics. Well, at least give them their logo right. So we'll flip that around. Amazon Basics, Maxfli Tour. Very good consistency with the Maxfli, as everyone has seen with my Golf Spy in their testing, but yeah, I mean, look how thin the outer layer of the Maxfli is on the right side of your screen versus the Amazon Basics ball. All right, well, we cut open a bunch of golf balls for you so you can see them. That's interesting. Now, the last thing I want to do before I hit some putts with these balls, we've cut 2 of them open. I got 2 more Amazon balls, uncut Amazon. Number 1, excuse me. We're going to hold them at the same height. We're doing it live. We hit each other. We always do it live here. No cuts, no script. Bounce the exact same height. Perfect. Perfect. All right, well, that's interesting. I don't know what to say about the bounce test. I don't know what it means, but I'm a normal guy and a normal golfer like most of you. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I drop a ball on the ground, see how high it bounces compared to others. With that being said, we're going to hit some putts. We'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, I hit some quick putts right there. I hit 2 Amazon balls, a TP5, a Q-Star Tour, and a Maxfli Tour. Kind of hard to tell the difference. I will tell you my Maxfli felt much firmer off the face. And the Amazon ball felt pretty firm. But we're going to do some little bounce tests here to see if this will kind of translate more and tell us some more, and then we'll conclude it for you. But that being said, so this is my Maxfli tour that I play. All right, so we hear that. I'm going to move on to the Amazon. Sounds much softer than the Maxfli. That's Maxfli. This is Amazon. So Amazon sounds much softer. This is a Q-Star Tour Divide. Amazing putting training aid, let you know if you're rolling the ball good. All right, so that sounds soft sounding like the Amazon. So this is Amazon I'm hitting. All right, Q-Star Tour. A little firmer maybe than the Amazon. This is interesting. I haven't done this. This is live, like I said. TP5, so prove it. TP5 there. Okay, we'll hit the Amazon again. So Amazon ball now. TP5. God, the Amazon sound, I wonder if it has to do with how thin the cover is. Back to my Maxfli. Swear by this ball, you guys know that. So this is Amazon and Maxfli again. So Amazon is first. Maxfli. Maxfli sounds so much firmer. Well, that being said, that's pretty interesting. I hit them with a carbon steel putter, so we don't have any face insert or anything like that can play a role in, you know, the way they're sounding. Like I said, you can see this is my normal putter here. So solid carbon steel. That's the Amazon ball for you. I mean, I don't know how it's going to react on the greens yet, but I can imagine it's going to be like a noodle or Nitro or something along those lines. But that being said, that is your initial impressions of the Amazon Basics golf ball. If you take your golf serious, I'm pretty sure they do not come with a urethane cover. I would say I'm 100% certain on that. It doesn't say on the website or the packaging anywhere. But generally, you can feel with your fingernail. So this is the Amazon ball. You can usually dig into a urethane cover a little bit. Yeah, this has got to be a cast golf ball. I don't see. It just looks definitely extra shiny, like most cast, golf balls. It's not a there's no way it's a urethane cover, because it is just way too firm on the fingernail test. All right, well, that being said, there's your Amazon Basics golf ball review. Hopefully this weekend we'll get a little bit of on-course testing for you and just show you what they do. There's going to be a ton of reviews out there, but you guys know I'm honest. I like to give you my honest, normal golfer opinion. I get around pretty decent on the course. Not the greatest golfer in the world, but, I get around and do my thing. So that being said, we'll see you on the next one.